The mission starts, the board is live, but now we choose the prize. No preset role for every fleet. No one reward fits every fight. Do you need the parts to tear a ship? The plans to build one new, an artifact to change the odds. The final call is up to you. Every fleet has different needs. Every captain knows the cost. Take the path that moves you forward.
Who's on first? Yes. I mean the guy's name. Who? The guy playing first. Who? The guy playing first base. Who? The guy on first base.
Who is on first?
What are you asking me for? I don't know.
Wait a minute.
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's his name.
Well, go ahead and tell me. Who? The guy on first.
That's it.
Choose what matters. Choose what's right.
Howdy, Dark Tree. Howdy, 50.
Mark the road with options all along. Faction parts, specialty ships. You choose what makes you strong. Ascension power, building parts. Resources for your climb. No reward left gathering dust. You choose the one that fits this time. Every level, every strategy needs a different way ahead. Built for battle, built for progress. Choose the path your fleet demands. Choose your path, choose your plans, choose the future of your command. Choose what matters, choose what's right. For the fleet you're building tonight. Cause and effect with every claim. No two journeys play the same. The stars are wide, the course is new. This time the choice belongs to you. Will you strengthen what is flying? Will you build what comes tomorrow? Will you chase the missing blueprint? Will you choose the power you need now? Tree lane waits beyond the milestones. Mirror Torin joins the fight. Different officers, different journeys. Choose the path that fits you right. Choose the ship. Choose the crew. Choose what works the best for you. Choice by choice. Claim by claim. Every fleet can play its way. Choose your parts, choose your plans, choose the future of your command. Choose what matters, choose what's right. For the fleet you're building tonight. Cause and effect with every claim. Now you get to shape the game. Raise the shields, let engines ignite. Your fleet, your choice, your stars tonight. Your fleet.
Thank you for the stream straight. Thank you for the stream straight. I just wanna thank you for the stream straight. All the tricks to all the things.
Hello, hello. Dark Tree with a 35 stream streak. Holy shit balls. Thank you for that. That's awesome. How's everybody doing today? Happy Thursday of all days. I can't believe it's Thursday already. This week has been flying. That means we're a week into the arc. How are things feeling so far? It's been, you know, like we're, I guess, a third of the way through the arc, a quarter of the way through, well, a third of the way through the battle pass, quarter of the way through the arc.
Thank you for the streets. I just wanna thank you for the streets.
50, thank you for that 25 stream streak. I mean, 125 stream streak. I can feel the eye roll. Even though it's just plain text, I can feel that eye roll. Hi, Steve Lee. How you doing tonight? There's a new points thing that's coming out in StreamerBot. And I'm a little interested to see. Like, what kind of capabilities that brings into, you know, like my bot actions, because that could lead to some interesting things. You did do the eye roll. I can believe it. I mean, you know, like at first I was like, that was like, yeah. But then I was like, no, that was, yeah. Just happened. Well, we don't know what the timeline of that looks like. Like, that's yes, we acknowledge this is an issue that needs to be done kind of thing. But I don't think we have any idea how immediate that's gonna be. I'd imagine it's gonna be this year, but I don't think that's coming like tomorrow with tonight's maintenance. I would love it to. Like, if it does, that's fantastic and amazing. Yeah, like their list, you know, like it's not necessarily, it's not completely a punch list, but it is definitely a it's a conversation starter, because like there's a couple things on there where they were like, yeah, we understand like this is a request, but we don't know how we'd want to fulfill it. You know, like that's basically like a no without saying a no. It's very non-committal. But most of the stuff that were on that list were very much, yes, we acknowledge that this should be a thing. Okay, so you joined SDFC briefings today. Nice. Hi, Asian boy. Thank you for the mission keys. Get your mission keys. Get your mission keys. I actually have it set up and ready to go this time. That's something I always have on my like to-do list, my pre-stream checklist. I have in my head. I'm like, okay, pre-stage of the store, because it feels so good when all you gotta do is click one button. Do believe this crap in the Mak'ala event store, nothing worth getting, is just not worth doing it. Anything in there that you want. I have not had a chance to look at the event store itself yet. But I'm in the same boat a lot of times where I don't have. Where do they have that? Oh, Vault of Mak'ala, there it is. Like, a lot of times I don't have a lot of things that are really... Oh, that's what this one was. Yeah. I remember this now. So, the way that I look at this event is this can be utilized you know, like either to just get extra sourcing on these officers, or you can just straight up go for a chance for alliance tournaments when they come around, because like the Maverick credit gain that you do here can help you get that, what is it, a 15k task or whatever, 20k task, where you got to get like 20,000 of the Maverick credits, because you can do that off of just like the normal run of your Maverick faction store. But if you end up being just a little bit short, like you can supplement that with that. And you know, like it depends on where you are with some of your research, but like I could use a little more periphery intel and I could use a little more smuggled studies. God dang it. The observatory to hit 50 so you start getting vengeance blueprints. The observatory does that.
Usually level 1 or level
Interesting.
2.
Howdy, Broken
Sometimes
Wolf.
level 3s. But wow.
Can you pause the stream? I've got to change my
Oh,
shorts.
wow. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, that's gonna help out with the fundraiser so much. That is absolutely.
That's one of those things that I always forget about. You know, like, it's not just like me getting those jump scares. Y'all get that too. Especially like if you're watching a phone or something, like where you kind of got it in your face. Because I could definitely be like laying in bed, you know, like having the phone hovering over your face and just get that little bit of that jump scare and just phone planted right on your forehead. But yeah, I mean, I kind of agree, Steve. Like, these officers aren't the most exciting ones for me. Like, nothing in here is making me jump for joy. I feel like I'm settling to make a choice. Like, I'm picking the least bad out of the options. You know, like the thing that could give me like any benefit whatsoever. You went for the other one and then got the spirit shipments. I mean, it's not a bad one. I mean, exotic spirit shipments, class honors, like they're parts that you can use in the Vengeance is Mine Again event. Like, that is not a bad benefit. I think Signal Observatory has been cycled out of that. You know, but I don't know. I haven't really decided. Like, the last time I did this, I think I did the class honors. I did the class honors for it. I went for the class honors because I was able to do a task with that. Observatory is in there. What do they have? I know you said like 50, level 50 for it. I did get mine past that point. Because that changes this thing. That changes this thing where you can get the blueprints and the ship parts or whatever. Yeah, that's a good thing to have. That's definitely a good thing to have. I don't pull the parts out of here all that often. Partially because I forget to collect my challenge track stuff sometimes. But like I'm still going, you know, like full in, like trying to double pull this daily drip as much as possible. Which you're getting an extra 12 out of it, and it's probably more worthwhile to pull parts for that. But I don't know. I've been treating it as like an overflow extra thing. I mean, even all these prototypes techs aren't really that. They're not that special. Like, they're not bad. They're just not thrilling. And I'm pulling these artifacts at pretty high levels too. Well, I always do the event. I just don't always collect the dailies. Like, I don't always collect. I don't always remember to hit collect on this stuff, so I'm not getting the challenge credits and tracking points every time. Like, I think every day I do my challenge, my VJ events, but I don't always remember to claim all here. I get distracted sometimes. And I've got this weird habit where I don't collect as I go. I try to just collect everything at once. A very poor habit to have because it causes me to miss it way more often than it should. But it's like the same thing with the battle pass. Like, I never really collect the battle passes until the end because there was always, you know, like opportunity for alliance tournaments to be able to get points and stuff out of that. But with the way things are structured now, like, you're not getting any of that stuff out of here. So like, it's really easy to collect along the way because there's very little benefit to saving. Like, the only thing that really has an advantage to save is like this milestone here. The class honors can be used to any of these milestones in the paid track. They can be used to complete the alliance tournament event. I think here 125 I think is the requirement for that. So like milestone 12, milestone 16, they could be used for alliance tournaments. But everything up till like that point in the free track, up to milestone 12, can be claimed without affecting anything in a negative way or missing an opportunity. So we don't have any Trelanes events? Oh, okay, we do. We do, okay. I was like, that's cool. I don't mind missing some of them. But they did decrease the milestone on the SMS meta. I still can't believe they did that. Alright, so this is about outposts. So this is going to be a tough one. This is going to be a really tough one. Because there's maintenance tonight. So you need to start an outpost early enough to be done before maintenance starts. Or you need to wait until after maintenance in the morning. Oh no, it says that will not score an event. Never mind. Never mind. We'll have tournaments this arc. We should have tournaments in 2 weeks. It's ready to say whatever you're smoking is pretty good. No, I just misread it because I saw the outposts and retaliation stuff on there. Because like we had an event that scored off of just those hostels. This is just regular FKR hostels. It's interesting. Let's get Excelsior loaded up. Let's go kill V'gers. That's the right crew. That is the right crew. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at Mak'ala's Crucible. This must have started at an hour after reset, like the normal timing that like Lat Rush and like some of those other secondary events start out like an hour after normal reset. Because I did my refines at like a little after reset, thinking that they were going to be contributing towards today's events, but that limited my amount of times that I can do stuff. But I don't know, I might be able to should be able to get another refine in here pretty soon. So I think it's like 8 hours or something. We have Hostile Hunt, which is 350 FKR hostels. This one disappoints me a little bit. Because we have we have a mechanic where punching up decreases the amount of hostels that you have to hit. So getting into something like this, you're hitting at your hostile daily, you're hitting at your normal hostile level again. So I might do this in the 72 system. Do my daily in the 72 system and just hit my 50 hostels there. And then actually probably doing the 73. The 73 for my Veil daily, and then doing the Galactic Anomaly hostels. So that can be like 25 of each. And that'll be my FKR hostels. And then if I get closer to the end and I need any remainders, I can send the Dauntless out a couple of times to clean that up. So we have Alliance helps. That one's pretty easy to do if you got a semi-active alliance. Group Armadas. We have the Armada event running today. Hello, Dragon Ghost Rider. How are you doing tonight? So we have our Thursday Armada event, so that might be beneficial to do a bunch of group Armadas with. But I'm glad. I am so thankful for this change because I have no purpose in doing open Armadas at this point. Doing better today. Glad to hear that. I feel that that's a really good change that brings a little bit of choice and completability into things. Hello, Tepish. How are you? Wave defense. That one's still at duos. I feel like they dropped the number of them that you have to do now, because this is down to no. This is still weird. This is a weird number. Why do they do that? Like, why can't they make that 56 or 64 even? 56 would be better. 56 is the number this should be at. I feel like somebody is continuing. No, they're very aware. 64. This should be at 64. 16, 32, 48, 64. I mean, I'd rather be at 56. Like, it's 8 waves. It's a grindy Crucible. This is a little bit less grindy than it was last time, I think. But, like, it's 8 waves for a duo wave. And then 7 days to complete it. Like, that's 56. Like, 56 should be the target number for something like that. So I don't feel like they intend it to be like a real big stretch. Oh, this still has solo armadas. Or Conqueror outposts. That's interesting. I'm probably gonna get that with outposts. 250 academy drones. That feels high. I guess if you were doing duo waves, you'd knock some of that out. The V'ger hostiles, 250 of those is kind of high too. You only need to hit 15 a day. That's hitting 50. Well, 35-ish. Tried doing those open armadas. I keep getting kicked out. No respect for lower level players. It's not really selfishness for the most part, Steve. Those things just require a lot of firepower. So, that for the most part, unless you're with an established group, that's going to be power rules for most people. Like, if you can get hooked up with somebody that can give you a star, like, that's the way to go, unless you're going to be one of the power people. You don't have a Dauntless at all? Oh, on some of your accounts you don't have it. Yeah, that'd be kind of frustrating. It wouldn't be terrible if you had... You don't have it on any of them? Oof. I hate the aggravation hostiles, so never ground out the BPs. I understand that. I definitely understand that. Epish with that 7 stream streak. Thank you so much. Just got yours up to tier 11. Tier 11's a good spot. I think mine's at tier 10. It's very capable ship at this point. Very capable ship. Up to 130 blueprints. So that means that you're within striking distance of it. Because... Is it in today's store? It's probably not in today's store. Dust that you're building the Kelvin. Way to go. Hi, Misa. Holy shit.
Thank you for the stream.
Retro with that 90 stream streak. Holy. That's impressive, ma'am. That's quite impressive. I have not been able to acquire a stream streak that high in anybody's stream.
Arena secured. Soda protected.
Yeah, it's in the battle pass, but not in the Ferengi store. The Ferengi store is due for an update. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that happening soon. Steve, you should be able to do MU at like tier 8. Tier 9 for sure. Like, I don't know. I don't remember what the crew is to be able to do it right, but there's like a really good crew. There is a really good crew. I want to say it was like Sam. Was it Sam as captain? I don't even remember. Or was it Spike, Sam, and then the Pring? Or Hammer? I don't even remember. I never do it. There's a lot of events that need updates on rewards. I mean, that was one of the things that came out in today's post too, was talking about some of that stuff that needs a little bit of attention. And I don't know how much of that's going to be a priority, because like I think most of us would agree that the game needs a little more attention in other areas first. Like we want to have more basic functionality. Like I'm willing to put up with shitty rewards on some of those older events for a little while longer if it's going to lead to be like better overall game. I will take that for the team. Hell yeah. Speed ups and reps is mainly why you do it. Oh, I understand why people do it. I advanced everything that gave me speed ups as soon as I could, so I could stay out of the mirror universe. I hate the mirror universe. I don't want to do anything with the mirror universe. As a matter of fact, I got really happy when we got the Voyage Across the Void events, because that took away the event for doing things in the mirror universe, so I don't have to go in there anymore. So there's a couple of things. I'm probably not going to do the dual waves. I'm probably not going to complete the Academy drones. I'm not going to spend the G7 uncommon. And I'm not going to spend the Latinum. I'm not going to be able to complete this one again. Which I'm fine with. 10 officer shards at the end. So, I'm not going to put a lot of effort in this because I know that it's not going to be done. Never done a dual wave. I've done a couple. Yeah, the first milestone event is any wave. The first one is any wave, and then the rest of them are dual waves. The other 4, and they require you to do 7 of them. Yeah, that's one of those things that changes for G7, I think. I think that's 71 plus. Because I don't know, I guess allegedly I'm graduated from elite solos. It's one of those things, like if you have the Athena, like that'll make it a lot easier to do those solo waves or those duo waves. And you know, like I think if you're done with elite solos, like if you have a buddy that you can pair up with, doing those duo waves really isn't that much different. It's a little bit more pressure, but I think the elite solos were kind of the same thing at first. They were a little bit difficult, especially those of us that were in there before the GS31 had a chance to get leveled up. Because I was most of the way done with elite solo waves by the time my GS had leveled up. That was a ship that I got the free to play way. I don't buy very many ships. I bought the Sphere, I bought the Excelsior. But like prior to that, oh, I couldn't even tell you which. the previous ship I had bought would have been. I obviously didn't buy the Athena. I didn't buy the Reaver. Hi, Killer Kujos. Look at that DILF. Well, thank you. Because Reliant, I went free to play on. And I can't remember Squall. Squall I might have paid for. I'll almost guarantee that I paid for the Squall. Because those mastery artifacts and getting those sourced and maxed was a very high priority. Very high priority. Those were super useful. That was my mission, to be able to get out of the mirror universe. The ship you skipped on was the GS-31. Regretted the FOMO. You know, like, I did not pay for the GS-31. That was a matter of ignorance. Like, I don't think the overall benefit of that one was noticeable immediately. I slept on the Dauntless too, mainly because the Dauntless felt like an equivalence to Kirshara, and my Kirshara was either near or at max. So it's kind of like, yeah, you know, like, it does the same thing, and, you know, it doesn't have the thing. It doesn't have the need for it. And I don't think it was a bad decision. Like, I think that was not an inaccurate take. But I do find the Dauntless to be leaps and bounds more useful than what Kirshara can do, for sure. Good morning, Queen Fanny. How are you? I have a question. Did I save up all materials at once before I tear up a ship, or do you do it one upgrade at a time? It depends on the ship. As a general rule of thumb, I try to save up as much as I can. Unless there's help that I need in the loop. Like, some of those ships, like, you enter the loop and you advance to, like, a specific level, and they get an immediate benefit that has a lot of impact on the loop. Because, like, the NSEA, you know, like, upgrading the mining ability and the cargo capacity on that can be really beneficial, but you don't necessarily need to upgrade the guns, because it can usually take the hostiles pretty good. So, like, I will sometimes upgrade, like, those key components, and, you know, like, make that so that it does things effectively for its loop, save everything else, and then spend it on, you know, generally in, like, the Coda or Coda-like advice, and, like, now the Interstellar Dominance. Because I would rather make good progression on Interstellar Dominance in one event than do a little bit in a bunch of them. So, like, when I look at my ships, most of my specialties, I don't have a lot that need. I'm running out of things that I can put parts on at this point. A good example is my Reliant. So, like, my Reliant, I don't need to advance this ship at all to make it better for the loop. Obviously, doing a tier up will change what the store is, but, you know, like, it changes, it doesn't change enough for me to be too concerned with it. But, like, today's event is ship parts, so, like, I will use this to top off a milestone. But then if I look at my sphere, like, I think I did a couple of parts on that to be able to progress in the event last time. I did some of the weapons because I wanted to see if I could punch up to the next level of hostiles. But like I've got 2 components left on this. So like I won't prioritize upgrading this ship. I'll try to save this to be able to do an event later. But if it was an immediate benefit to this loop, I would absolutely spend the parts on it today. If it makes the loop more efficient, I'm gonna definitely spend the parts. If it's just saving for a spending event, then I'm usually gonna save it up for a couple of weeks and spend everything at once. You know, like whatever I feel I'm gonna get my best progression out of is where I'm gonna apply those parts. And it's kind of the same thing with the Squall. I've got my second Squall, and boy, these things are right at the point where I must have used them all for spending on a couple of weeks ago to max out my my milestones on the SMS or the SLB. But like I've got a bunch of these ships that are at the point where they can tier up. But I'm running out of the specialty ships. Like it's almost worthwhile to start building second ones. But like today's event for Interstellar Dominance, yeah, like this one too. There's just a couple of components left. I had spent everything like 2 weeks ago, so I maxed out all I could on those ships. So I'm holding on to components right now to be able to spend probably today. So my Dauntless is tier 9. It's gonna be tier 10.
Here's a thought for Queen Fanny 1. If Bunnybot was a marble, it'd be the wildest, crunchiest carrot-powered Dinoblast skin, glowing deep blue calm with wild purple lightning streaks. Tiny dinos everywhere would mini-roar in snack envy. Everyone's got their tiny dino too. Perfect. Now we've got a chaotic crew of snacksauruses ready to stomp broccoli sabotage into the dust. Carrot T-Rex high voltage rabbit.
Okay. Why is that suspiciously close to my actual marble that I have? Why is that suspiciously close to my actual marble? Okay, I swear it shouldn't know that. AI is learning. It shouldn't know that though. Like it knows, what does it know? I think it knows like it's OpenAI. It doesn't have that much, it doesn't have any real persistent memory. That's interesting. Because he's always watching and listening. I'm trying to remember if I passed on my brand colors. I don't think I would have passed on my brand colors. That's interesting. That's really interesting to me. It's supposed to be learning. Like, I've got it with memory and everything like that. Am I going to do any races tonight? Probably not. It depends on if I run into time later at the end of the stream or
Here's
not.
a thought for Queen Fanny 1. Cottontail 86's marble? Picture a sleek, deep blue pearl swirling with wild purple storm flashes, like a cozy ocean calm meets a lightning carrot snack strike. It's the ultimate crunchy chaos orb, glowing with subtle power and ready to crash broccoli sabotage like a snack tsunami. A marble fit for the king of snack flanks, carrot emoji, cloud with lightning emoji, rabbit emoji.
I mean, it doesn't talk about me having my logo on it. Right? Right, yeah, it doesn't mention the bunny that's on it. I feel like it's just aware of my brand colors. That's still kind of mind-boggling a little bit, though. Like, I'm impressed that it knows that much about me. That means I've done a good job of training so far. Other than the fact that I can't get it to stop mentioning shit about broccoli and carrots. Hi, Warzone.
No one tried hitting it.
I keep on forgetting to go back and look
I
and
guess
see
you
why
let
the
that
hell
be
it
a
keeps
little
on bringing up
disappointing.
broccoli.
I don't think I could have killed it, though. I can wishful thinking I could kill it. Oh. Is this a bug one? Nope. Hi, Taco.
It probably knows, just held back.
You get to see the real me.
AI's done stuff like that before in like in certain control tests. AI has flat out lied, withheld information. It would not be the first time. The more you use the Cornar with the plasma torpedoes, the more you can live with it. AI learns from us, even our ability to deceive. Yeah, but some of that stuff was like sandboxed in a way that I would have expected it to not have picked up on that trait entirely. Although that may be enough of a human characteristic that it might be like subconscious things that happen that it can pick up on too. It's so hard to gauge that stuff. Hello, C Engineering, how are you doing tonight? So, armadas.
Here's a thought for Queen Fanny 1. Picture Cottontail 86, marble poised, tiny dino arms flailing like a caffeinated velociraptor.
I like how it says dino.
Wild purple lightning crackling as he launches the perfect carrot-powered strike. The marble spins in a chaotic dance, dodging broccoli sabotage, flipping foes, and BAM. Victory snacks with a crunchy snap heard round the snack universe. Dino hype, marble glory, snack legend made. T-Rex carrot collision rabbit.
The AI is obviously a Flintstones fan. It must be. I was having an interesting time yesterday. I was making some songs on Suno, and it was making some interesting pronunciations of the word hair. like as in a rabbit, it like to try to pronounce it as Hare. And that struck me as odd. What happened to the STFC player being able to customize visual ship parts like change saucer, star drive section, bits to hang out for visual work for themselves, even point to the weapons to shoot out of? Well, you could do the that was never intended. I was actually surprised that we even got the cosmetic to change the weapons, the weapon animations. I don't think that a lot of that would be practical though either. Like if you're able to build like your own like actual custom ship or something like that, I could see being a scenario where having some flexibility in some of the design would be, you know, realistic to have. But like for the most part, like changing the way that the Enterprise fires and like some of the stuff that it looks like would be a little weird. Even though technically speaking, we're independent operators building ships that are based on, you know, like these actual Federation, Klingon, Romulan designs. Do we know when the next tournament is? No. I would say no, we do not know. But we have a very realistic expectation of them being on a 4-week cadence. So I would expect to see it 4 weeks from the time that the previous one started. You just spoke that like the whitest dude on earth. I understand what you're saying, but my picturing like the whitest dude on earth is like, I don't know, somebody from like, it would have like a southern accent to me. I don't know. I know what you're talking though. Like you need to have that just super generic unspecific, generally unaccented. You have to speak with a lot of intention. You basically talk like Rocky. A custom ship skin designer would be cool from preset list of parts and make the hard points where those parts can combine in a way that makes it impossible to make certain shapes. Otherwise, everyone would be flying around in penises. I mean, if you want to be fair, like most of us are flying around in penises right now anyways. Because most of the Romulan and Klingon ships are rather phallic. I mean, like, that's getting there. Where'd the Vorcha go? I mean, that's not that bad. But like the Corvus design is... No, is that a Corvus or is that a Deredex? No, that is Corvus. Like, it's getting there. That's getting there. The Vrax. That's not this one. Which one's the Vrax? I don't even know. Oh, I forgot that I took the Stasis globe off of the cube. It's a Romulan G5 miner? Okay. I looked at my Romulan G6 miner and I'm like, No, that's not it. Because that was my first thought, is like, that's the Romulan miner. I just couldn't remember what it was specifically, but yeah. I don't remember how bad it was. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's... that looks like the Crucifix almost. They're not quite two spheres in a Nova. No, they're not. None of them are like exactly that. Like, there's a couple of them that have real big butt plug vibes, but like none of them are like straight on dong. The Rex has the rounded head shape. Yes, it does. It is one of the more questionable ones for sure. Has everybody been watching the Cameron Stewart videos, the interviews with the content creators? Because any of your favorite official content creators have been putting out videos this week of interviews with Cam. I haven't watched minis yet. I wanted to today. I haven't had a chance to, but I might do that when I get done with stream tonight. Or I will definitely be doing that tomorrow. They're on YouTube. I should have done this too. I thought about putting a list of them together to pin to chat. No, it's a lot of, well, it's about 50-50. Half the questions were about STFC, half the questions were about Cam and his background. Got a crossover with the Borg Sphere, it's basically a mini Death Star. Yeah, that's true. Oh, do we have a playlist? Where's that playlist from? Oh, Iron Chef put one together. I had never even thought about looking at that. See if anybody put that together. There we go. Perfect. No, that's a fantastic thing. Yeah, I've got to watch Mini Mabel's. I've got to watch Dr. Iron Chef's as well. I watched Tibbs, Pseudo, DJ's, MJ's, Jules Verne's, Ultras. Well, I got all the ones done that were uploaded up to yesterday. I just have to do the ones that were uploaded today. I watched Ultras this morning, and then I watched Jules Verne's this afternoon. That's a good thing. Like, it's really awesome to see all the content creators getting an opportunity to do that sit down and have that conversation. And, you know, like, you can kind of tell that there's a little bit of rapport there, at least for everybody. I don't care anyway, because they're going to tell you whatever you want to hear and do whatever they want to do. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. Now, whether the discussed actions and intents actually become actions in the game, that's going to be a very different story. I mean, that's the problem because the quality is reducing the money. So, like, the issues and the dissatisfaction that the players are having with the game is reducing the amount of money that they're gaining. Like, they're reducing the game's income. So, like, they realize that they need to change things up to actually get some of that revenue returned, which is very true. People are more willing to spend on a game that's working than not.
I'm turning my knob down. Let me know when it sounds better.
Okay.
You do.
Why was that even a clip? Hey, Big Shizman. Yeah, you're completely right. Like, all the you got to spend money to make money in this situation for sure, because they've neglected it. They've neglected things for too long, and anytime you let things go to ill repair, it costs you more money in the long run to fix it back up. You know, do that with a car. You know, if you don't do your oil changes on a regular basis, you start replacing engines. Thank you to have Jason pop up on the screen. You know, like, you start having to replace engines or transmissions, like other major components that, you know, like, you would normally not have to replace. You know, something that would cost you, say, $500 a year turns into a $10,000 bill really fast. And you know he cares and he wants to do right, even if the idea of right doesn't align with us, or if he can make Digit do it. But he cares, or he wouldn't be putting in the time for all these interviews and discussions. Yeah, Tepish is right. Like, that's the biggest thing to take away from Cam's influence and purpose in the game is definitely he takes a lot of pride in what he's doing. Like, that's very evident that he takes a lot of pride in what he's doing, and you know, whether he can actually do what he desires to do is yet to be seen. But the heart and intent is there, and I can appreciate that. No, that's not what I wanted. I think the funniest thing about ads is I never know what you're talking about because I really just blocked them all out. Howdy, King Kuko. That pushes everywhere. A lot of us kind of bounce around with everybody's streams. Because, like, even me, like, I've usually got a couple tabs running in the background for other people that are streaming. Which reminds me, I need to check and see if MJ started. Yeah, Samuel rated over to him. Oh no, Tibbs. That tab started at Samuel. I forgot that she rated into Tibbs. I just ride the STFC train throughout the day as much as possible. You live here? We do need to be able to do our FKR dailies, even if some players or a lot of players are over rep out FKR factions. Is there something that's preventing you from doing your dailies, Dustin? I don't understand what you're what you're implying there. And back. You're already tired of the Reaver crowd. What's the Reaver crowd? I chill on one at a time because I like to annoy. I mean, that's definitely understandable. Like, it's hard to, you know, like, it's hard to bug somebody if you're not hovering a little bit. They raid humpers. Like, they're just humping dead bases. Just to be able to get the little bit of Sigma off of the generators. I question if that might not be a tactic. Because I've actually done that with the, I've actually done that just with normal bases before to top off some things. You got some people that are tracking you around. Oh, that could be annoying. I'm actually felt very, very happy that I haven't had to deal with that. Like, I know that my base is tracked just because I am a juicy target. Like, there's a couple people that come into chat here that I know have my base flagged, have my base tracked. Hi, Wildwood Bad Boy, how you doing tonight? Need that Reaver so bad. Well, if you've been able to do like the Alliance tournament turn-in and the incursions turn-in, you're probably about 3/4 of the way there. So it's very likely that within, you know, by the middle of September or so, that those of us that took the free route with it should have an opportunity to acquire it. This ship is going to blow up before I get this off. I can see it already. I'm hiding at 49 so they'll get my Sigma rated from Rev. That would be kind of funny in a way. It's just for the content. 44 to go, so between AT and incursions will be done, heading to the tokenization. Yeah. I'm excited for that, honestly. Like, I don't know if it's gonna make me raid. It may turn me back into a raider. I used to do it a lot. But I will be picking like easy targets, and I will be raiding the hell out of G6 people on my server. I can tell you that much. I'm not gonna bother trying to crack G7 bases. Now losing your free Revenant, I don't blame you. Don't care for raiding, but tokening will be good. Yeah. You know, like, I've already been good about doing like all the normal refines to do my raw to refined conversions, and then my regular Sigma or my regular Tritanium to Sigma conversions. So my goal would be to try to keep that going. If I could do both the token conversions and the regular conversions, because I don't care about whether I'm holding the resources as tokens or whether I'm holding the resources as refined resources. I just want the resources. Like, when I want to upgrade, like, I want to make sure that I have everything that I need to be able to complete the upgrade. I don't care if I'm cashing in tokens or if I'm spending refined materials, refined resources. I'm good either way. 49 is a safe spot. Yeah, if that's gonna be a good spot to hang out, why not? I think it's one of those things like that can be fun to, like just hang out and, work through your loops, and then when you get bored, then you can push up. I think it'd be cool to jump in with the Reaver while the big boys are scooping a base. It should be. I mean, it's one of those things. It's like it'll probably get disappointing pretty quick too. But like you have to do some level of like raiding and stuff to really be able to feed the refinery turn in to be able to get the ship parts to be able to advance it, So, like you either have to mine the raw stuff and convert it or refine that into the regular resources and tokenize that, or break out the amalgam and raid the raw normal resources. I mean, the token definitely has bigger benefit. And I never even really looked that closely at the math to know like how much more efficient or less efficient it was than like the regular Sigma refines. But I kind of treated it not as a replacement, but as a supplement. Like my primary role would be to take whichever one was more efficient and use it as my primary one, and then any overflow that I had at that time, that could be turned into refines for that extra one. Do a lot of ratings, not an issue. I'm like 80th on the server. It only ops 49. Don't have any boost than the 10% Bator to get me at the time. Do you have the forbidden tech for the amalgam? I don't remember what it is. It reminds off the top of my head, it reminds me of a like a caddy of some sort. Yeah. I think that was free to play sourceable, if I'm not mistaken. The Ryan cargo transporter. I've never done. I can't believe I've upgraded this to level 10, and that's as far as I've taken it. That shows how much I've been raiding. That's kind of funny. It was free. I'm just wondering if it is free still. Like if that's sourceable within the game currently. At the time, no, now I do, but not high enough for the tier boost. Okay. Pretty much only raid seriously during incursions, so I don't often have the time dedicated to it, but I go hard on incursion day if the targets are available. I mean, that's the thing that's nice about incursions, is you don't have to do the searching for the most part. Generally speaking, somebody else can do the searching for you, and you can just profit off of the feast. Okay, that's still shield bypass. That's in the mirror. Okay, that's good. I was thinking that one might have been something that actually happened during like one of the lower decks arcs or something. Because I know sometimes like they make that stuff sourceable in the arc, but then doesn't end up in a store or refinery or anything. Sometimes they stick some of that crap in the like Ferengi store or the Alliance tournaments or something too. That's good though. I used to really be heavy on raiding, but when the amalgam came out, I don't know, I was like, I think I was G5 already. Either that or I was high G4. And like it was losing a lot of its value fairly quickly. Because when it first came out, like I was a heavy raider. Like I was definitely a leaderboard person, top 20, top 30 on the server most of the time. And I took a lot of pride in that because that used to be a lot of work before the amalgam came along. You know, like that was staying up all night raiding for like 8, 9, 10 hours. Sometimes even longer with some naps in between. I mean, I remember that there was this one raid in what planet is that? The one with the Vulcan temple. Pajem. We had a raid in that system, and our alliance fought against the alliance that the person was a member of was defending it, but our alliance was fighting for the raid for like a day and a half. Like they would just come in waves of activity as they come online and stuff to try to defend against it. But we had enough people positioned in the system to be able to have the advantage. There was really little housing in there. Oh, that was fun. Back in the glory days. That was great before the banding had 200 trillion resources at G3. I could imagine. Actually stumbled across what turned out to be several of the biggest raids for us last incursion. Just had to call on support to get them cracked since my 64 self wasn't strong enough. Yeah, like on our server, we have an inter-alliance channel on Discord for incursions. And that's kind of what that's primary purpose is to get to the high-level whales on scene for backup support when needed. It's so boring, but the Reaver will bring back the spark. It brings back purpose, for sure. Server has Discord incursion voice that runs for the day usually. Yeah, ours isn't voice. Ours is a text channel to be able to put coordinates in. Just to be able to align the entire server. It hasn't been used for the last few runs, though. It's been a while since it was really heavily utilized. No, that was definitely not in Rogue. That was when I was in MBD. It was when I was in Wrath of Butter Pecans Alliance. Raiding is the most overrated thing in the game. Yeah, I mean, before Amalgam, that was full-on COVID lockdown time, so a lot of us had more time to devote to such things. The game was a lot less busy, too. Because, like, the only loops that were in the game at the time were Discovery, Stella, and Botany Bay. I think, but when I was really into the raiding heavily, I just made Great cry. We have one just doesn't get used mostly. Yeah, ours used to be really heavy. I mean, some of the people that were more vocal about it have kind of given up because the server as an overall isn't isn't too concerned. Like, they lost the spark for incursions because Scopely's done a really bad job of letting the event run stale. Because like the amount of like rewards and stuff that you get for winning is so small that the effort isn't the effort is not rewarded. Botany Bay. The Vardar as well. Yeah, the Vidar would have been in there too. I guess the Franklin too. But I mean, it would have been before Voyager and Cerritos and Defiant and like some of the other things too, like the Eviscerator and Silent and Zindi, and there's so much that's been added to the game. Because I don't remember what the number was, but I know Mufasa had mentioned that at one point that there was like, I don't know what it was, 26 or 36 loops that were going on right at the top end of G4. They do a really bad job of keeping routine event rewards fresh, so things like Incursion and Ferengi Stork specifically, those should really have a set pattern of once content is X months old, these bits add to these stores. I agree, like, I think that, you know, like, we have a scheduled run of these stores. Like, they can have a quarterly review or something like that they can just take a rundown, and yeah, like, once something hits 6 months old or 9 months old or something, be like, okay, you know, like, that's old enough, it can be brought in. He was on my server and somehow kicks my ass even when I have like 4 ops on him. That some people are really good at specific things, and you know, like, he's really good about maximizing stuff where he's at. He's very good about that. I used to be the same way. It becomes a little bit harder. It becomes a little bit harder as the game grows in age. Because, you know, like, there was one point in time where there were just 2 research trees. You were a G4 when he started. I mean, there's so much of a catch-up mechanic through a lot of it. And a lot of the old content gets overshadowed with new stuff. Because if you look at like the artifacts and stuff, like, one piece of artifact overshadows like an entire building that used to be a big deal. But then there's 2 more pieces of artifacts that also add to the abilities, and you know, like, getting Isolytic added into the game with Voyager and Apex added into the game with, what was that, Mirror Universe? You know, like, all of that adds so much dimension and depth to the game. And it can be difficult to really grasp how all of those layers interact with each other. Still trying to find out how he has like 20 million power in my relativity. He may have been a benefactor of one of those glitches. Hello, Ali Aileen. I feel like I pronounced that wrong. You can probably see the gear spinning trying to figure out how I wanted to try to say it. Ali is fine, okay. I think I know you from Warzone streams. Same tier, same upgrade. It's some other background research then. Aren't you conceited? 60 million more shields. That's a lot of shields. That's a lot of shields. I mean, you could look at artifacts. Like my first, this is where my level difference gets me in, not in trouble, but it gets me out of touch a little bit because I don't know where some of the level breaks are on being able to upgrade some of those artifacts. Because like my first instinct is like one of the artifacts I'm working on is a Section 31 beacon. But I don't know, like, where that would be for a 49. Because there's a lot of shield health here. And that comes from the Transigen refinery. But I don't know if that's going to be it. Mufasa? Okay. I was like, I know it was off of somebody else's stream. I just couldn't really remember. Yeah, King Kuko. I don't know if you can get this Section 31 beacon, but man, there's a lot of percent there. And then the Mirror Premium research too. Like those are my first two thoughts, first two places I think of where I can picture big percentage of shield increase. Thanks, 50. Yeah, and like I said, I don't even know if you can unlock this one at your level. But that's in the Transigen refinery in the Epic exchange. That's like one of a couple that I'm really going for. I feel like that's an easy one to sleep on. Transigen refinery. The Epic Artifact Exchange. So it's using the Serene Squall to mine Epic and then exchanging that Epic in for that artifact. Yeah, there's a lot of percent right there. Because that first level is 475%. No, you're probably going to be limited on how much you can upgrade that. You love Strange New Worlds? The crew or the show? Both are actually really good. Screw going for Kishara. I mean, Kishara is really beneficial. But yeah, that... One of the biggest things I struggle with in most of my gameplay is shields. So I love it. The season's been painful. You know, it was kind of interesting because I was talking before this season started how Trek has like 3 different kinds of episodes where they get into like the heavier, deeper topics, and then there's ones that are just kind of lighter and quirky, and then there's just like the regular, like straight up almost scientific mission oriented ones. And you know, like we've seen a lot of the quirky in SNW so far. I've seen a lot of the quirky. I haven't seen the newest episode from this week. I saw a little bit of a hint of it on, I think it was on Tibb's stream. I caught a little piece of that. And yeah, I don't want to give any spoilers in case anybody hasn't watched any of them, but I have thoroughly enjoyed because I love all the quirky and like the deep and dramatic and like just the mind the mind fuck of how deep and dark some of the things can get, and like going to something that's just absolutely quirky. Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, I don't know if that's what the difference is, but it's a good place to start.
That was a good limerick. That was actually pretty good. Hello, Retro Fury. Retro, how's your you didn't get hacked, did you? Like everyone got all the girls got hacked yesterday. I don't know how the clip thing works, but that was a good limerick. Like that was pretty. That was actually funny.
Yeah, you missed the limerick,
and it fit the whole Dino Arms theme. That was one.
Oh yeah. That's where it is. The Silent Hill in space. I loved that episode, to be honest. Casablanca in space. That one threw me for a loop. The Dude, Where's My Shuttle? I could take it or leave it. The Muppets, I actually loved. I loved the Muppets episode. Like that's the kind of off the wall quirky stuff that I thoroughly enjoy. Now, would I have preferred it to be like a real episode? Yeah, I mean, it would have been much more entertaining, but I don't know. Like it was a weird episode, but it was still at the core, like the you know, like the crew doing the crew things. Like it wasn't just completely stupid. It was just stupid because of the whole situation. But like it was still the crew doing crew things. It's just there was you know, a little bit of a handicap going on. Yeah, they definitely should have had those spread out a little bit. Because, yeah, the quirky stuff needs to be, you know, like serious and then normal and then something a little bit lighter. That would have made those a little bit better. But yeah, having those back to back, I'm excited to see it get back to something a little more normal. All right, so we've got, what is that, 1 geode? Yes, we have 1 geode flip possibility. I've gotten 2 so far today. 2 50k nodes. So let's see. We'll throw a prediction up and see what the chances are the people give it that it's going to go to a geode again. 95 days. Oof. That's a long ways. That's a long ways. But like, I don't know. I had a little bit of a hard time with Discovery. Just because like the story didn't move very much. And they took some really weird twists and turns, but like overall, I think once they got into like the last couple of seasons where they were just established in the future. I think that show took on its own style and stands apart and is a little bit better. SNW has just been straight up Trek for the most part. You deleted that dumb clip. Sometimes it's worthwhile to go through and knock a couple of the random ones out like that. Sometimes it's worth it. Gotta do some housekeeping every once in a while. But you know, like even Academy was a really weird start too, but you know, for the most part I actually did enjoy Academy overall. It was a really slow start, and some of it was extremely boring, but I think they did a good job with what they were trying to do. Well, I mean, it's not TNG, and you know, like it's not Voyager. It wasn't that far off. To me, like it wasn't that far off from like some of the earlier episodes of Deep Space Nine, because it's kind of almost a similar vibe with like being in the academy and then being on the station. Some of that was a fairly similar vibe, and it even Deep Space Nine, like it felt kind of cliquey almost too, with the Bajorans and the Federation kind of doing their own things. Like it had a little bit of that high school vibe for the most part. You're allowed to character build. Yeah, the problem was I think like almost all of it was character building, which, you know, like they're all brand new characters. Like this could have been something that evolved. Like Academy could have been a brilliant piece of art, because like if they could have had that go on for 4 years and then had the cadets graduate, and then they could have continued with a new class, and like we could have followed some of these people off into other starships in the future. Because of the burn. The burn is an inconvenient, or is a convenient story for creating conflict to be resolved. The burn was a story narrative that didn't need to be. Like, you go that far out, like it's not a stretch to think that there could be conflict and division that would grow between different species, different factions, and like there could have been some of that conflict and some of that separation that needed to be resolved in the future. Both the burn and progenitor stuff is awkward, superficial. Yeah, like I think that was one of the bigger problems with Discovery, is like a lot of it was really unnecessary. Like you can take a lot of that extra fluff out and, you know, just look at the core story, and the core story would have been able to be good. Voyager, on its path to get home, encounters so many alternative travel methods. Warp drives didn't use dilithium at all. Yeah, but I mean, like, where do you get into the point where, you know, like, you could also be in an alternate dimension of some sort too, where, you know, like, the future that we saw in Discovery wasn't the future that was paved by Voyager or something. Like, you never know how the hell that stuff all interacts, and this game has made me a little superstitious of some of the, you know, like, some of the realities. Because they've used that button, that easy button on us a couple of times, where there's a like an interdimensional rift that opens up, and, you know, like, oh, this is coming from an alternative timeline, which I guess technically this game takes place in Kelvin universe, so it's not in Prime where all the movies and TV shows. Well, the movies are, but where the TV shows were. No, there would have definitely been opportunities for innovation that would have been taken advantage of, but this episode has a stupidly superficial dumb solution that a 5th grader probably wrote. So I might enjoy it. It might go above my head a little bit. I mean, have you ever seen Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? Like, have you ever played the game version of that? Because my idea of how smart a 5th grader is way different than the people that make that quiz show. Yeah, but I mean, have you like thinking about those trivia shows? Like, do you feel like that equates to what a real 5th grader's intelligence level really is? Like, do you think that's an accurate representation? All right, let's see if this prediction worked out. Because I don't think that's a realistic expectation. Like 5th year of college for a lot of those questions, sure, maybe. All right, that one was no. The no's have it. On average, no. Yeah, there's definitely going to be people that stand out, and you might have a rough sample group too. Because, you know, like generally speaking, people that are probably going to be, I guess it depends on if your students are already good at chess or if they're just have parents that want them to be good at chess. Okay, so you have the people that are already good at chess that are continuing learning on it. I was gonna say, you might get a little bit of both, I don't know. Met some bright 5th graders, and I met a few who make a box of rocks look smart. I've seen more from the latter category for sure. Ooh, we got the Galactic Anomaly back. I'm glad I stuck that out there. Kept that out there. You're paying for enrichment in chess. That means your parents are paying for lots of enrichment to get their kids ahead. I can believe that. I mean, I didn't grow up, you know, like around kids that were in enrichment programs or anything like that. That was definitely not a thing in the communities that I grew up in. The schools that I went through. Not to say that there wasn't families with money, but that kind of enrichment type of program stuff was not common. Crazy how many things kids are in these days and how expensive each one of them is. Like the amount of money that a family can spend on extracurricular activities for their kids is mind-blowing to me. I have one kid who is a championship fencer, championship ping pong player, doing chess, taking acting and singing class, and that's like 1/10 of his activities, and he's 11. My God. Exclamation point join to get in on the dungeon. I'm assuming that, you know, like a lot of that is seasonal and doesn't occur entirely across the same time. Can you take my luck in Microscape for a blue lobster? I would need a blue lobster for that to happen. All I did at 11 was rot my brain on computers. Oh, when Cotton was 11. What grade is that? 11 puts me 97-ish. I wasn't in any well, I was in band. I was in band at that time. I was actually probably in chess club at school at that time as well. Like, I had played with after-school activity clubs. I had done video club and chess club in elementary school. I love when I was spending 45 hours trying to make the flagpole jump. I would have had an SNES. That might have been close to N64 time. Getting close at least. Super Nintendo for sure. I was definitely playing Super Mario World. But like I was into doing, you know, like archery and some shooting and stuff like that at that time too. None of it was like any school activity related or any kind of competitive related. Like that was, you know, like just life skill training type stuff. You know, like hobby. I guess hobby would be the best way to describe it. You know, like archery is a hobby and shooting is a hobby, target shooting. And then, yeah, in school, I was in video club, chess club around that time. I didn't stick with those. I did not stick with either one of them. I'd done video club a little bit in middle school. But the only real activity that I stuck with throughout school was band. I enjoyed the pep band. Pep band was one of my favorite things to do because I was just able to get into the sports events for free. You were in choir? I was in choir in elementary school. It was kind of a choice. You either did choir, you either did choir full time, or you did band full time, or you did half a time in each. And I felt that band was more interesting to me. Which I had been to state a couple of times for concert band. I actually got invited to be on the state team, but I declined. I think by the time that I got invited to the state team, I was already working. No, I did not go to band camp. It was just a fun activity. It was an easy A more than anything. No, there's definitely no story that started this one time in band camp. I played tuba, that wasn't getting inserted anywhere.
All stations stand by. Officer presets locked. NX01 loop online. Microscape calibrated. Commander War Zones 1 in London, 3 Cepha 5 on deck. Engage War Zone mode.
That person actually attacking things, or is that just the ship randomly moving? Because that's like the second time I've came into system and the ship's been moving. That's doing the thing where it just randomly moves. Didn't know you could fish without a fishing rod equipped. There's like 2 hours of wasted time. Yeah, you don't need a fishing rod for some of the fishing, at least. Because, like, lobster, you don't need... I don't know. I've never really tried it without a rod. I got a golden rod. They're just way slower? Okay. Yeah, 1 battleship and 2 sulkies will do you. You want to do a protector on the 2 sulkies, or if you got 2 squalls, put a squall out there. Anything works. I've done novas too. So it doesn't get attacked by the retaliation hostiles. Because the retaliation hostiles attack with the triangle, and surveys live outside of the triangle, so they're the last ship that'll be targeted. Or if it even gets targeted. I don't remember if it even gets targeted. It must get targeted. But when you do the initial outpost, the outpost will damage the surveys. It'll kill the surveys. So you put the NSEA protector on both the surveys so that once you're done with the outpost takeover, they'll revive and they'll be there providing the buffs for the for your battleship. Yeah, the Enterprise E or the Velox. Whichever one's probably just the cheaper repair. Because they're probably pretty even on power. And then you'll want one of your Selkies to have like the cadet crew, and one of your Selkies to have you can put like your burning and stuff on one of them, and then you can run like Chang on your main battleship.
Now the arena gates are open, and the rival fleets appear. Relativity is ready. There is no retreating here.
Oh, that actually finished the event.
Every weakness, every play.
But this is progressing. Does this pay to even hit these anymore? It doesn't even pay to hit these anymore. That one completed. And then I don't like how this other one's moved way down. That one's completed. So then the Crucible made decent progress, I'm sure. But yeah, just keep in mind that we do have maintenance overnight too. The game goes down in approximately 6 hours. So if you started it right now, you should technically be done by the time it starts. That was 109 out of my 350. So if we get another event like that, I will be able to complete that. But I wanted to run an outpost tonight until they announced maintenance, and then I decided I'm not going to. But that's mainly because I'm not gonna... I believe they do. Because they were having problems with them getting stuck and doing some really funky things. So I believe that they put it so that they stop those before the maintenance actually occurs. I think. I'm not 100% on that though. I just know it's an opportunity for things to not work correct, so I avoid it. But I was debating about that too, like if I go right now, I can get it in and be fine probably. So I'm gonna look through the events really quick. As long as I do have the Breen event. I gotta kill Breen really quick too. I think I can get it off. Man, that's not gonna work out. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I should. How hard are the 53 outposts? I mean, they're harder than the 51s. I don't know how much of a step up they are, though, unfortunately. Does anybody else have any insight that was going through outposts?
Officer presets confirmed. Arena secured.
Is that...
Boss eliminated in one shot.
Is that on the way? It is on the way, okay.
War zone. Forming London through E75. Mission.
And not much harder from 51 to 53. Okay. So if you're doing really easy on the 51s. The 51s had limited rounds, though. They don't go the full 72 waves. So they're longer. Which is more of a benefit than a loss. Because it's just more retaliation hostiles you go against. So there's more chests and... I mean, it's one of those things. Like, the first time you go after it, go at it with your dick swing and hit it as hard as you can. You know, aim high. You know, try to make sure that you're gonna get that captured and last through the waves as much as you can. And then you can work on dialing back and like doing the one battleship, two survey method, or however you want to do that. Because like I do the same thing like when I'm going after my 73s. Like, I need to throw every bit of power that I can at it for the most part. I can't get by with 3 surveys or anything. I need to put like probably 2 warships and 2 surveys into them. I'm probably getting closer to where I can do the 1 warship and 2 surveys. And some of that's just my hard-headedness about not setting my crews up correctly. Das tried to help me so much one night, but I refused to do it the correct way. You only have 2. Okay, yeah. Once you get that 3rd, that helps out a lot too. Yeah, just definitely just plan to get the 2 set up as best you can then. That's what? Is that the Signal Observatory? No, it's not the Signal Observatory. Was that a building? Yeah, I understand, Tepish. That's why I was trying not to answer, because I know my experience was not going to be useful. My experience with Outposts was not going to equate. Like, there's a lot of things in the game that's translatable across, like, different generations, but that's one that is not. Because, like, my approach at the 73 is possibly similar to the 73s. Epic Rush is too much to be helpful. Well, that's what I was wondering. 50 was... How long ago did the Outpost come out? You'd have been in G5. Chat or Mew. All right. So I got Voyage Across the Void. I can work on that. That doesn't need to have the ship at home. Chilean's Tribulations is done. Okay, so ship stuff is done. I even got Dimensional Breach done. Holy shit. All right, I am going to send this out to do an outpost. And I'm going to hope that I can get the full 72 done. I might fall short, but this will be a good test, though, to have, too.
Incoming transmission. Commander Red Rum Ruby is now online.
Sarcasm levels critical.
Blurp defenses. Completely useless.
I'm actually... That was a different action than it normally does. So I was assigning crew to my ship. One of them was on an away team, so I sped up the away team. And it brought me to the away team menu. It doesn't normally do that I remember. That felt unusual.
There's a crimson light across the view screen. Another wild night on the final frontier. She's plotting every move like a starship.
She'll work.
With a raised eyebrow and the perfect sneer. Hostiles in the system, armada on the scanners. The crew is in the chat and the orders are clear. Mine it, refine it, clean
So I'm too lazy to try too much extra. I just go do my 70 because I know that I can do it. Oh, wouldn't have unlocked yet? I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. Inconsistent. If the away team is ready to collect, it'll just collect and put the officer on the ship. But if you have the speed, it drops you in the ATA menu and doesn't put the officer on the ship. I never really noticed it before. I'm actually gonna use... I'm gonna use my Armada speed up for my outpost speed up. I feel like I need every second that I can get to be able to make sure that this gets off as much as possible. I don't know what this galactic anomaly is in this system. Increases total critical damage by 10%. They gain 200% mitigation. And they gain 3% critical chance each round. And it increases my isolated cascade damage when my shields are depleted. So, not a lot. Just increases their critical and mitigation. 10% critical damage increase isn't bad. I'll take it. That increases isolitic in the long run. So I'm going to reset my battle reports. I don't know if this is actually going to hold true in the morning, but it should realistically give me a quick snapshot of how many wave retaliation hostiles that I do, if things work correctly. All right, we have one more geode opportunity. I got a prediction up for geodes. One potential flip. One potential flip. Wish they'd fix treasuries to not require spend. Some of my accounts still only get you 3 mats and less than a mil lat in treasury, even at op 60. Yeah, I feel like they should just have a set amount, like, regardless of spend. I mean, I get the concept of having a bonus towards people that have spent, but completely erasing everything that a normal person would get is pretty shitty. I'll only do the once in a blue moon good ones. Yeah, but if you've never purchased anything on your account at all, there's no such thing as a good one. Especially since Scopely doesn't tell you what packs or how much you have to spend to unlock the full thing. Yeah, there's probably like a $20 limit or something. 100% free to pay. Howdy, Phelan. Because like a lot of that stuff changed. Maybe it's that first $100 like is the big trigger. But I think once you spend that $20, usually your store makes a change. I spent $20 on my G4 account. Do you have any accounts around 35? You gotta have a couple. Maybe this should be my Twitch tagline. Not that bad. All my accounts have spent at least $25. I've never spent... Oh, I've bought 2 battle passes on my 35 account. And it's got 6.6 million lat in the treasury right now. I know if you spend $50 in the first 3 months of a new server, it'll unlock the good treasury. But somewhere between 3 to 6 months, they run a script to adjust the threshold higher, and they don't disclose what the threshold is. I spent $20 within the first month. And then I spent $20 last month, which would have been roughly 6 months. So I spent $40 in the first 6 months. 6 million on a treasury sounds like it'd probably be pretty good at a 35. One of my alliance members fought customer service for weeks trying to get an answer on it, and they wouldn't give more detail than that. I'm surprised they even got that much detail. I don't think customer service would probably give you a lot more information than that. But I'd be willing to bet that if we... that might not even be something that they'd want to give to the content creators for openness. Do your 48s have more than 6 million lat in it? Let me ask you a question. When I go Twitch live, will it increase or decrease hostility towards my STFC account? Hostility from what perspective? like other players on your server. I haven't experienced it. Some of that would depend a little bit on your server dynamics. Because, you know, like if you have people that are asshats, some of them asshats are going to take any opportunity they can to be even more of an asshat. But most of the people on my server, especially that are going to be at a level that can interact or affect me, are pretty chill. And there's several people from my my server that are on Twitch. You don't know that I stream. Yeah, I mean I've got that in like the Veil before. Like I've had people hit me with small ships just for shits and giggles, like little itty bitty things like that. Usually it's not impactful, or like I'll have a little bit of a warning that it's gonna happen. But like most of the time, like it'll just be trolling in a fun way. I've never been trolled in a negative way. I'll put it that way. I've never been trolled in a negative way. My presence on Twitch has never caused a negative interaction in game for me, specifically. Alright, let's check this geode. But I know that not every server is gonna act that same way. Ooh, we got a yes. We got a yes. Where did my ship go? My ship disappeared. There it is. I don't know why out here it disappears. We got a geode. The only guess was yes, so it worked out too. If you're in wars, yeah, if you're in wars, it'll be a little bit different. Because people will definitely try to stream snipe you, I imagine. Yeah, I would definitely put a 10-20 second delay on my stream if it got to be that big of a problem, or you know, like put an effort to cover up the system that I'm in or something. He was also rogue. Oh yeah. Yeah, that would I would definitely be targeting that person as well. I would definitely be targeting that person as well. He wasn't rogue, it would have been fine. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely a reason to do it. He's a great guy. I only opportunistically OPC. I mean, especially if it's like in the Veil. You know? I mean, that's kind of one of those things. People that are rogue actors, a lot of times they either find themselves getting into trouble and getting themselves banned, or you know, like they just can't advance and end up falling behind. You know, like there's people that are whales that are like a little bit on the trolly side, but for the most part, you know, like the people that aren't gonna spend to advance and are gonna be trolls, they're not making any advancement in the game. It'd be kind of interesting to have like a have like an open alliance that they're in or something, so you'd be able to pop in and see where their bases are at or something with an alt. That stuff, the psychological games, stuff like that used to happen. It's always so much fun. I kind of miss having some of those interactions in a way. Our server's been really good about moving past having griefers and trolls for the most part. Like, there's some people that hang out in the 30s that can still get a little out of hand, but it's not terrible for the most part. Howdy, J-Pow. I think because we had asked, I'm about done with STFC. Let's run a couple games of marbles just for shits and giggles. They must not have been that bad of a person if they were just a rogue, but it must not have been that bad of a person. I mean, I know like there's rogues that do like different takes on the game and stuff. Public alliances make easy to hunt. Yes, they do. And I think the knowledge might be there a little bit more now. You know, like about making an alliance private versus public. You know, like there was a while where people didn't realize that if they were in an alliance, it was really easy to track them because you'd be able to mark their alliance. Like the people that don't realize that make really easy targets. We're getting an opponent war alliance and alt. Yeah, I mean, like I've been in leadership positions that had people ask to join during a war, and it's like, okay, are you really wanting to go against this other alliance, or are you really going against us and you're trying to do espionage? All right, exclamation point play. Let's get in for some marbles. you open up streams with the same thing in GC. That's awesome. I like that. I used to be fairly common to pop into GC, but I eventually got to the point where I didn't want to engage with some of the people that were in there, so I just moved away from it. All right, I'm going to press the start button. We'll get 69 seconds on the clock. 2 years ago, we declared war on someone, and I renamed an alt Chicken Banana and applied to join to their alliance, and they accepted. You're in there for almost 3 months. Oh, that's like the biggest red flag. Lai still dislikes me for hiding an alt there during a war. I mean, I've definitely been a part of accusations of having alts in other alliances. And I've known of alts. But I've also engaged in espionage too against other alliances. Got fed insider information. It's crazy how serious some of the stuff used to be. All right, last call for balls! Exclamation point play to get in. I wasn't subtle with it at all. It's just how dense the Admiral was. Maybe they just didn't care. Oh, I didn't expect this to be down and up. Nice even match. The Tepish, was that Kuko that had the... I swear I saw a eggplant. What's Tepish? The spear is now in an eggplant. I love that. Eventually booted me after one of the arcs at a really grindy Armada event, and I killed every Armada his Lions launched for 2 days straight. That's awesome. Like, sometimes, like, people like that get left on Discords, too. Like, you can still be in the Alliance Discord. They don't do, like, their house cleaning. Oh, so much of that stuff could be so much fun. Like, just teams that are not well organized are so easy to take advantage of. J-Pow's in the lead. It's got a fairly tight race for the top 3 here, but all 5 of us are not that far off. Yeah, we've had a couple of bigger wars on 34 here. It's been a while since I've been engaged in one. Still a war with that alliance. I don't know what the longest one was that we've had on the server. Generally speaking, pieces gained relatively quickly. Like 3 to 6 months at most for a lot of things. Some of it's only a couple of weeks. I don't know. We've done a really good job of not being a Care Bear server, but still being good at coming together, give everybody an opportunity to grow. I think we've had a good balance of that. J-Powell maintaining the lead. Looks like J-Powell's gonna come first. Even though the Admiral that Alliance started playing SDFC before me, all my ounts are stronger than him, even the ones only created a year ago. There are definitely people that I have seen playing the game just as long as me that are still like in G3. Some that are still in G4. Like, some people just enjoy being... J-Pow, you made a good jump down. I did not. Neither did Tepish. Like, it's interesting how some people can get that joy out of just doing like the day-to-day stuff. Like, some of those people that don't make those advancements, like, they probably don't do a lot of like the ARC events, but like they'll just do their dailies and just do like the normal grind. At least the way that it's what I've been able to observe. Well, J-Pow, I thought you actually made it out. Oh. Wait, we were in the winning circle? Oh. I didn't realize that we hit the winning circle before dropping into here. Well, J-Pow gets the win. GG's. I didn't even realize that you had won. All right, exclamation point played again on the next map. 69 seconds on the clock. That's a little bit bigger of a map. All right, thanks for the lurk, Visa. Thanks for dropping too. We'll probably do one more after this and then I'll raid out. I gotta head into the office early tomorrow. Gotta get a cool ball. A little bit of racing. Playing in some marble streams. Good way to do it. Getting those drops, being in people that are in the marbles category. 10 seconds left, exclamation point play. Getting in with people that are in the marbles category, you can get drops on Twitch for that. And you can get some stuff very quick. You know, you only need to be in there for like an hour. Or some of them do giveaways. I do giveaways of marbles currency too from time to time. Which I might do that on Sunday if the I haven't done it in a little bit. So I might be due for giving out some marble money. Forgot to remove the donk skin. Put it on for the Grand Prix. I think that's awesome to have a like special loadout for different streams, because like with the newer update that we have for the Marbles on Stream app right now, like you've got 3 loadouts that you can have pre-configured, and so like I've got a loadout for 3 different streamers that I use. How do you spend the coins? So if you have the Marbles on Stream app, you can spend the coins inside the app if you click on the shopping cart. That's the store for things that you can buy for cosmetics. And if you have like the community coins, there's like a chest section that's like one of the last ones. And you just crack open community chest or Trinity coin chest, whichever one that you have. Or if you do happen to have marble money, then you can buy the cosmetics straight with those, with the marble money. And I fell off the map again. I cannot stick on the map for tonight for the life of me, apparently. If you have the desktop app, the store's a little bit easier to navigate on the desktop app, but it's fine on the phone. And I haven't really paid that much attention. Like, I haven't looked at it from the perspective of like a new player, but I think it should be fairly straightforward to figure it out. Ooh, Phelan, I thought you were gonna fall off of that. I thought you were gonna fall off. I thought you were gonna miss the funnel. Wouldn't be the first time. No, we've all died so many times on marbles. So many of the maps give you plenty of opportunity to die. You know, especially when we're racing with like Lube and Nigel and shoot, even V-Neck. They like to use that marble procedural raceway. And that's a high death map. Especially like, I don't know, when you start throwing the bits out on that adds up to it. All right, Phelan in first, J-Pow second, King Kuko in third, Misa's gonna be in fourth. Maybe. Maybe. Oh yeah. Yeah, the one on Steam's really easy. It's free. You can even play with it. There's bot racing and stuff you can do with it, so you can, you know, just have a little bit of fun with it. You can build tracks with it too, to be honest. If you ever really want to get into that, that can be a fun thing to play with. Like these maps that I'm racing on right here are all built by people in the community. There's a track builder pass for $20 that, you know, like the people that are doing these maps they're gonna be in that track builder pass, but all of this stuff is buildable. All this stuff is buildable. Yeah, you could do a heck of a map for free. You can do a hell of a map for free. Because I've got one map. But yeah, if you get down here, you just go to the shop. And then they have the chest section. And then based on what you have for currency, you probably have community coins. You just come here, crack a dev chest. And then it's an RNG for one of the marble skins. The tournament chests are a little bit nicer. These ones are a little more basic. But it's still an upgrade from the normal skin. So I got the Dev V16 green. So like this map or this skin is a layered skin. So like it has 2, 5, 7 layers to it. So as you unlock that skin, you get more and more. Like I've got 3 layers of this skin. Where are you? The V16 green. So like I have 3 layers of this skin right now, so I have 3 of the marbles on there. This one I only have 1. I have 1 of the marbles. You know, like so it changes. Some of these change. Some of these dev skins are a little bit nicer than others too. But it's all an upgrade. Oops. And then yeah, the track builder. You know, like you can build yourself a map. Let's see. That was the wrong mode. Oops, I accidentally closed out of the game. That X I keep on thinking is to exit the mode, not exit the game. There's a way to play it. I did open when I should have done play, I think. Open, play. Yeah, down here is the play button. I was like, something was off with it. There. So then we can play on my custom map. So we can do exclamation point play to get in. But like this is just a little experimentation that I've done just to see like what some of the capabilities are. You know, like just understanding the pieces and stuff. It's been kind of fun. 69 seconds on the clock. Exclamation point play. Computer can't run it on Steam? Oh. Yeah, then you're stuck in the Marble app for doing the customization. It's still the same kind of concept though. Like there's going to be an area for the chests. And then you're just going to crack that community chest. Yeah, it's basically homemade marbles. It's a map that I customized myself. And I don't remember if this is in if this is in a good usable state or if this is going to be complete death. I don't remember where I left this one off. Like I said, it's just one I've been messing with from time to time here and there. We'll see. We'll either all die or most of us will finish. All right, 10 seconds left on the clock. Exclamation point play to get in on the custom race. Fun times are complete ass. Let's flip that coin. Well, it's one of those things. Like, I wanted to kind of understand the way that some of the pieces work. And, you know, like, you only gain by putting them into practice. Like, this is also one. Do I have this on? I do. See what a Pluto does. Because if we get lucky, like, somebody will get, like, a dingle or something. See, that dingle. The dingle on those funnels slows you down and lets you fall down that hole. But those pegs there, that can launch you off the track. My concept was to make it so they could potentially hold you up. I was going to make them go slow, where they stay up for a while, but then they pop up so they could hold you up and then knock you off. The Tepish just died. Tepish must have fallen to the, must have been pegged off the track. I think that's the only way that you could really die. At that spot. Yeah, if you don't have it, then you can get it from Google or Apple, whichever one. Well, it's pretty straightforward up to this point. It gets a little trickier when we get into the next obstacle, because we've got some acceleration points. I had to make some changes the way that I had this done a couple of times. So there's a speed up zone if you go through the obstacle. So you end up shooting across this little gap. But if you... Ooh. The Broken Wolf got pegged off. Probably still gonna land. No, not quite. That was so close. That was so close to landing in the bucket. But like, J-Pow's getting shot off. Oh, that's high death. That's high death. That needs to have a cover on it. Everybody got hit the same. That was so bad. That was so bad. I want to change that right now. Because I should be able to put a cover on top of that so that the marbles will bounce off of it. Let's see. Variation. Cap. No, that's not what I want. I'm not copying. I want to change. Is that it? No. Position, offset. Oh, there it is. Because I think that gives it the cap. Yes. Because that should keep everybody on the track. That should keep everybody on the track. All right, exclamation point play. Let's try this again. That's either going to work, or everybody's going to miss the hole and it's going to bounce off before they enter in. I don't know how it's going to work. Exclamation point play though. Let's try it. See if we can survive. Or you see that everybody's gonna go around the outside and nobody's gonna go down the middle. If there's a way to die, I will. You are needed for our testing methods, I guess. We need people with high death chances and people with low death chances. Because if the high death chance people end up surviving, then we miss the target. And if the low death chance people end up dying, then we also miss the target. We need that happy medium. And I don't know. I may just publish this for shits and giggles. We'll see. Otherwise, I may actually make, keep on getting more familiar with this and actually make a map. Because I might actually pick up the creator pass and put like a real effort against it. Because it's using the marble money. It's 20 marble money, which is like, I think probably not even $20. I want to think it might only be like $5 to get the pass. But you can pick some of that up for free. All right, King Kuko out first. Straight through the pegs. Ooh, McShig's been getting held up at the pegs. McShig was probably going to die. No? No, okay. I was going to say, I thought that usually if you got held up, you were likely to get knocked off the track. Nobody died up to that one, at least. And I think it's mainly straightforward until we get to that jump spot. I think I took most of the death spots out. Got boosted? Yeah, I threw a Pluto. That gives it's one of those shenanigan opportunities. And yeah, it was the boost. Last time it was a dingle. This time it was a boost. The boost works out okay. The dingle's a little bit better though. Alright, J-Pow trying to take over from King Kuko, but King Kuko maintaining the lead. We got Tepesh right behind in third place. So it's going to be interesting to see how the bounces go here. Ooh, unsubbed user pushed Tepesh forward. Ooh, J-Pow and King Kuko are stuck on each other. Alright, Tepesh. Tepesh makes it through into the hole. No tech support makes it through into the hole. Omega Prime makes it through into the trough. The timing is roughly the same between both of these pathways. Like, they're very similar when I run the simulated races. Tepesh gets first, no tech support second, Omega Prime in third. Unsubbed user is fourth, Phelan is fifth. Did we have no death this time? J-Pow and King Kuko are still back here snuggling. I don't know how to give them a little jolt. We got Phelan in fifth, Broken Wolf sixth, Cottontail in seventh, Mick Shizman in eighth. Now we just wait for the wall of fire to consume. Nobody died. Yeah, you got stuck. That was a total step bro moment. Died to the fire at the end, though. That was just bad chances. That was just bad chances. Yeah, this isn't a posted map, so it doesn't count for actual points, but... Yeah, interesting stuff. Oh, let's find ourselves a raid target and get out of here for the night. Let's see. I don't know if MJ's gonna be up for too much longer. Candy, maybe. Let's see. Did we raid DOS the other night? Yeah, I figured MJ's ending pretty soon. He usually does. No, it's been a while since we raided DOS. Let's go raid DOS. Let's go say hi to DOS. He's doing some chess. He'll be flipping over back over to STFC in a little bit over an hour. Where did you go? Where did he go? He was on my list. There he is. I need more space with the walls here for that. Yeah, I'll have to see if there's a way to make some of those change a little bit. I just wanted to test out some of the extra obstacles and see how they work. See how they work a little bit differently. Yeah, thanks everybody for joining in tonight. I hope everybody's had a good Thursday. I'll be live again on Sunday about 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll go through Mak'ala's Crucible and I guess whatever comes of tonight's maintenance. Hopefully there'll be some really cool things to talk about. And then yeah, might even have some news about maybe when the Alliance tournaments are coming up, or have a better idea about that. Otherwise, I hope everybody has a fantastic Friday. I will be around running arenas and having some of the general fun tomorrow night. So have a great one, and thanks for joining me tonight.
Y'all ready? Exclamation point.